Hey everyone, today I just want to share with you this management tool that you can use for your management of the heavy equipment, preventive maintenance, scheduling, and tracking system. This is what I call it, this tool. And this is very useful for people who are working in a construction company, handling or managing the heavy equipment complement. This is different kinds of equipment that you have to include in your management, maintenance management rather. So equipment example are like bulldozer, excavator, mobile crane, and many others. Okay, and I got equipment ID here, which is also very important in managing and monitoring your complement. Doesn't matter whether it's an alphanumeric or only numbering system. What's important is this is the control number that you're going to have in the management of your equipment. Okay, especially if you are using a user form, which I'm going to explain to you later. Okay, and this is a control number for financial cost accounting purposes. Okay, if you are in the workshop, okay, maintaining this equipment, you need this equipment ID for the issuance of the work order or job order or whatever you call it. This is important numbers or control numbers. Okay, I have different kinds of equipment type. I got make and model, which I've already also included here, and the fleet maintenance manager is always having this in their list, and this is the first. Okay, this is actually the first uh, worksheet that I have, which I call equipment list. If you see the sheet tab, it says equipment list. So I'm gonna continue explaining what this one is all about. And then the last maintenance date, very important. So whenever you do, do, you cannot carry out maintenance all of this equipment in one time. And this is supposed to be a huge list, large equipment list. So there are lots of equipment here that you have to maintain. So you need a good system that will for you to be able to schedule properly and track them, monitor them. So that's why you have different maintenance date. Okay, that's why also you have lots of mechanics doing the maintenance. This is the second column is about maintenance interval. This is in months. So the maintenance frequency is monthly. It could be monthly, could be quarterly, or it could be biannually, or it could be annually. Okay, so this maintenance interval months and last maintenance date is important, and this would be the basis for you to be able to come up with the next due date. Okay, the next maintenance date, which I call next due date in this column. Okay, I left it blank because I want to automate this column. Okay, it's difficult for for a person, for an individual working in the maintenance department to to think about what would be the next due date. So it's in order for his or her job to be quicker or easier, and to make his life easier, you need to automate this, especially if you have a long list of equipment that you have to maintain. And just like this um, list that I got here. Okay, so this is blank, and then I'm gonna automate this later using a macro. I have already written the code. I have coded it for me to be able to get the macro, which is in this button. This button, which I call next due date. If I, if I click this due date button, the next due date will, we're gonna have the next due date here in this column. So let me try it. I'll click this one. Okay, you see, update complete, next due date recalculated, and just click OK. There you have it. You already have the next due date. So very important for the planner or the scheduler to be able to come up with the next due date, and then pass it on to the fleet or heavy equipment manager for him to be able to schedule all the maintenance that's going to happen in the next few months. So it's very important that we have the next due date, and important that we automate the next due date. Okay. I'm gonna show you later why this is happening, because of the VBA code that I have written earlier. And the reason why I have written the all the codes earlier is because I don't want, to spend more time doing the writing of the code or the coding, and probably it will take me 5 days, rather 5 hours, 6 hours to do it in this program, in this session. So what I did is I have done it already for us, for our convenience. Okay. So, okay, we got the next due date already. So now the scheduler or the planner will not will not be having hard time selecting which one to be prioritized. Which one are you going to prioritize? Is this the first row, which is February 1st, or the second, which is 1st of May? If you get long list, then it would be difficult for the scheduler to determine which of the among the dates listed here to be prioritized, which dates should be done first, which of these equipment to be done first in terms of maintenance. So I'm going to show you later, but I can show it now to you now. So how are you going to prioritize? By having this status. Okay, the status. I have also, you know, I have also made the macro for this one, and I called the button update status. This button. I'll just click this update status. Then you have it. You already have the status in terms of overdue, on schedule. You know. What else do I have here? I got upcoming, and then I got, okay. There are lots of them are on schedule, and then due today. Today is today is um, March 9th. Okay, March 9th. Today is March 9th. Today is today is the day that I'm doing uh, this session. So this is due date is due today, and the others are upcoming. The others are lots of them are on schedule, meaning it's still far ahead. Okay, so there is no problem. The problem is the highlighted one. Okay, the upcoming, the overdue, especially the overdue. This should be, so which one you should prioritize, upcoming or overdue? Of course, you're going to prioritize the overdue. You have to advise the heavy equipment manager, maintenance manager, to do this one first, and you're going to advise all the list that belongs to the overdue. Okay, and also of course the due today. But the overdue is, you have to prioritize the overdue, okay, than the due today. Okay, although this is already due today, but you have to prioritize. Why? like the overdue, for example, I'm gonna give you this one. The overdue is supposed to be done, okay, March 6th. Okay, March 6th. But today is March 9th, so it's already overdue. Unlike the okay, let me check the due today. Unlike the due today is supposed to be done today, right, 9 March. March 9. Okay? So it is due today. So therefore, I need to do it today, but I need to prioritize the red one, which is the overdue. Okay? So this is important in terms of, the scheduler or the planner to prioritize which which of these equipment have to be prioritized. So you can see it in the status. Okay. Okay. If I'm going to insert another, uh, okay, another status. Okay. Okay. I'm going to insert this. Oh, it's hanging up. Okay. If I'm gonna insert another, okay, and then I'm gonna copy it here, status. Will I be able to get this? Yes, of course. And then you just update status. There you have it. You still got it. And then you can, doesn't matter because the coding itself already determined that it's going to be in this column. Okay. So that doesn't matter. So the two columns that I have done the VBA coding in order for it to be automated is the next due date and the status. Okay. Okay. So let's say, for example, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this column, the content of this column rather. So it's blank again. So you just, again, update the status. Update the status, rather the next due date. You just click it. Next due date recalculated. Okay. Let's say, for example, I made a mistake. Okay. Okay. The last maintenance date actually is not 1st January. Let's say this is, let's say 9th. Okay. This is rather 9th. Let me check. 9th February 25. Okay. Okay. And the maintenance interval is monthly. This is monthly. Okay. Number one, monthly. The next one is quarterly, right? Right. Number three is monthly. Number six is biannually. And number 12 is annually. Okay. I I have not included the daily maintenance because daily maintenance is gonna happen anyway. So no need for the PM1 to be included. I just included the PM2, which is monthly, PM3, which is quarterly, and PM4 annually, and PM5 annually. PM4 rather is biannually, and PM5 is annually. So there are only four: PM2, PM3, PM4, PM5. I'm gonna explain to you what are the things, what are the items that you're gonna include in the daily maintenance, in the monthly maintenance, in the quarterly maintenance, biannually maintenance, and the annually maintenance later on. Okay, but first I'm gonna show you. Okay, I have already changed this, and this one has not changed. Okay, was not changed. It says February. That's why you need to next due date. You have to click this button again and click it. Okay, all right. Now it's March 9th, February 9th to March 9th, because this is the maintenance interval is monthly. This one, number one. All right. Okay. What about this uh, overdue? Okay, I'm gonna update. Let's see what happens. Oh, due today. Okay, it's due today. So whatever things that you are doing in the next due date that you're, or rather in the last maintenance date, you're gonna change. You made mistakes. You're gonna change it. Then you just uh, update the next due date and update the status. Okay, whether it's on schedule, still on schedule, whether it's already due today or upcoming or overdue, already overdue. So the red one, which is the overdue, is the first priority. Okay, you have to prioritize the maintenance. You have, as a scheduler or planner, you have to advise the heavy equipment or the fleet maintenance manager that they have to do it because it's already overdue, and there are lots of overdue here. And this overdue has to be prioritized. And second one is the due today, and the next to be prioritized is the upcoming. And then if those highlighted status, due today, overdue, and upcoming, if you have done them all, then it will become on schedule. Okay. What you do is whenever whichever date you have done the maintenance, then you just have to reflect in the last maintenance so that it will recalculate the next due date. All right. That's why it's good to, especially if you're having a long list of equipment that you have to include in the maintenance servicing. It's good that you have the system that you have the last maintenance date, uh, next due date that you're gonna recalculate, and the status that you're gonna, in order for the scheduler or the planner to be able to prioritize, give priority. Priority number one, priority number two, priority number three. It's easy for the scheduler to do it because it is under the status, and all he has to do is look at the status, and he already know which among the list of equipment that have to be prioritized, which is the all the overdue. If you have done all the overdue, then you do the next one, which is the due today. Okay, then you don't have overdue anymore, and you don't have due today anymore. Then you start doing the upcoming, and then you finish them all. Then you start doing the on schedule. Okay, so this is the beauty of having a system where you don't have to think thoroughly, deeply, in order for you to be able to determine which one to be prioritized in terms of the maintenance servicing. Okay, that's the beauty of it. Okay, so I have already explained the next due date. Then PM type is, as I've said earlier, there are equipment that is due for, PM2 monthly. There are equipment that is due for PM3 quarterly. Let's say this bulldozer, this one, you've done the monthly already. I put one. Okay, this is gonna be done monthly. So the second month, and then on the third month that would be quarterly. Okay, then you schedule the bulldozer. Okay, this equipment quarterly. Okay, then monthly again, monthly until you reach the biannually. And then you schedule it biannually by putting 6, which is PM4 biannually. Okay, and PM5, 12 months, which is PM5 annually. All right. Of course, in any construction company, you got managers or are managing, especially in terms of maintenance management of the heavy equipment. You need managers, managing the project sites. Okay. Then you have heavy equipment mechanic. These are heavy equipment mechanic working on equipment such as bulldozer, excavator, mobile crane, wheel loader, backhoe loader, pipe layer, or side boom, etc. Okay, you need managers and mechanic. Okay, you got one manager for each project site. Like this project site is like the project site water dam project. Yeah, the construction company is building a water dam. Okay, and then working on reclamation construction. You know, a bay area, a sea that's going to be converted, making it into land. Okay, where they can build, the road roadway or something else, some buildings, making a city on top of the reclamation area, then that would be a good project and then the project needs some equipment and needs manager, you know, like this manager working on reclamation, road construction, another manager working on that. So I have listed uh, them in the data sheet here. Okay, in the data sheet, I got projects. I got water dam, reclamation, road construction, industrial plant. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because I have to, this is going to be populated in the drop downs. Okay, where is the drop down? The drop down is right here. I'm going to go to form. Okay, this is the user form that I'm using. You know, this is a good thing about this user form. You can move it anywhere, within the screen. So here there are one, two, three, four drop downs. Okay. Uh, the first drop down is the PM1, which have not included in the list because this is gonna be done daily anyway, and I'm gonna explain to you the items that are included in the preventive maintenance one later on in the PM sheet. Okay, we got PM2, PM3, PM4. This is populated already here in this user form. And these names also, there are, I think these are 9 or 10, I don't know. Managers. Okay. Okay. See, it's easy if you get this heavy equipment mechanic, it's a mechanic. Okay, put mechanic there. And the project, it can be done easily, it can be encoded easily, entered easily the data, okay, in these fields because drop down. But the other thing is you got to type it in your keyboard to get the data. Okay. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear it. I have a clear button here. Just click it and then all disappear. Okay. Then I got exit. I will I will try to explain to you the use of the user form, which I call data entry form, and the header is heavy equipment maintenance management. Right now, I'm gonna exit it because I have not done explaining to you the equipment list. Right. So there you have it. We're back to the list. So okay, and then here, that's why I told you the data sheet. I have done it here to in order for me to be able in my coding in the VBA. I'm able to populate this in the drop downs, which have shown you earlier. If I got the list here in the data sheet, the code that I have done is the VBA will select this in the project site, populating the drop downs, the drop down list, and the PM types also in the drop down list, the managers, the list of mechanics, the equipment ID, etc. Right? All right. Okay. So what else? Okay. For the PM checklist, I'm gonna explain to you the things that I've included under the PM1, which is daily, which is pre-operational check, PM2, etc. up to PM5. Right? I'm gonna explain it to you later for your appreciation, for you to be inspired. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna deal with you when you know, if you are interested to get this, I'm gonna deal with you later. Okay, I'll put it in the description, in the YouTube description, and put it to you some information. All right. So okay. So this is already working. Next due date. Okay. Whatever changes that you make here, the next due date will make the changes. Okay. Next due date, right? All right. I'm gonna delete it, and then you press the next due date, right? It will. Okay. It's easy. It's automated. You don't have to worry about thinking what is the next date that I'm gonna do. Okay, what is the next date I'm gonna do for this equipment, this forklift? What would be the next due date? No, it's if you are thinking a lot, it will get you uh, you know stressed. I don't want you to get stressed, in your work. That's why there are things that you have to automate in order for you not to get stressed. Because if you get stressed, you get burnout. We don't want the company, the management, the CEO, they don't want you to get burned out. Okay, that's why you need to automate some things that you have. There are things that you have to automate, right? You make changes. As soon as you make the changes, you just click this, and then okay, all right. So is this one. Okay, make changes in the date. Maybe you change the last. You made a mistake. You put in different last maintenance date. Okay, then you update the next due date. Then you can update the status. Okay, all right. So let's go now to the go to form. Okay, this is the form. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put. Let me check. Okay, 214. Okay, 214. Let's say, for example, the next equipment ID is, okay, this is 214. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna go to the form. Okay. I'm gonna add, okay, I'm gonna add, it's a 215. All right. Tab, equipment type is excavator. It's a good thing when you have a user form. It's easy to manage, no, the equipment list. It's a the make model. I'm gonna say this is a Hitachi 2X, okay, or ZX 200. Then top last maintenance date, I would say 2, 24, 25. Okay. The interval months, let's say monthly. So, uh, okay, I didn't include this in the entering of data because I'm gonna, automatic anyway. It will happen here in the worksheet. Okay, I'll show you later. Then what is PM1? Rather monthly. Monthly is PM2. And then who is the? You have to refer if you don't. If you can't remember, you have to refer to the data sheet where you have the list of the project site manager for every project site. You know, so it's up to you how you're gonna do it. Okay. So John Michael, the mechanic, let's say Mike Smith, and the project site is, for example, water dam project, right? Okay. You just add record. Okay, you just click this add record. next, you know, equipment added successfully. Next due date calculated. Okay. All right. You see it now. I'm gonna, I'm gonna exit this. You see now, you got the 215, which I've done a while ago. Okay. Hitachi ZX 200. Okay. Uh, there could be two type of equipment, but different equipment ID because you got two complement, for example, or three for each of these. The difference will be this equipment ID or the series, the serial number, but the make and model would be the same. So let's say, oh, I last maintenance date the same. Okay, date. Okay, and then the next due date calculated already. Okay, calculated. You don't have to, to click the next due date because it's already calculated, except the status. So in the status, you have to click the update status. No, okay, on schedule. Because today is March 9th and this is 24 March, so still on schedule. Okay, that's simple as that, right? And let's go back to go to form. Okay, let's say another one would be 216. Okay. The last one is 215. Let's say the equipment ID is 216. Just for the sake of doing this exercise. Okay. And this is going to be a backhoe loader, for example. Backhoe loader, right? Tab. And let's say, for example, this is JCB 3CX. Okay. Put a space here. Okay. GCB is the make and the model is 3CX. GCB is also a well-known, uh, popular make or brand of backhoe loader. Uh, I've seen this in the Middle East. They're using GCB in the Middle East a lot of time. Okay, they're buying this equipment as far as backhoe loader is concerned. So let's say the maintenance is the uh, February 9th, 25, and maintenance interval is, uh, let's say 3 months, quarterly. Okay. Then the PM type quarterly is PM3. Okay. And the project manager for this is Michael Scott, for example. Just an example. And the on the mechanic, heavy equipment mechanic is David Miller. And the project site is, let's say, for example, just industrial plant. Okay, industrial plant. All right. You see here, nothing. It's still 215, no? Right. So I'm gonna add it. Add record. Equipment added successfully. Next due dates are calculated. Okay. So I have, exit. I have, see to it that is already included in the coding of the VBA, the next due date calculation. But I want to change this, and this is still nothing there yet, right? So I want to change this. Let's say, oh, I made a mistake. This is monthly. Okay, I change it to monthly. Then next due date recalculation. Okay, it changes to 9 March. Okay, this was already done, annually. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is monthly. So that's why I made a come on, I made a mistake. So you see, next due date recalculated already. So next month, the following month is March 9th February, February to 9 March. Okay, what happened is I'm gonna update the status. Due today. Okay, it's due today. See, it's very easy to to manage the maintenance if you automate some area that needs to be automated, like the status and the next due date, right? Okay, okay, let's go. uh what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the form, user form. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let's say 215. I'm gonna upload 215 equipment ID. What are you going to do? I'm gonna load record. Okay, just click this button, load record. Okay, okay, it loaded all the record. Okay, why are you loading the record? Because I'm gonna either update record or delete the record, right? So what I'm gonna do is, see, when I uploaded it 215 equipment, it gives me all the records corresponding to the 215. Okay, then it also show you the row number. See, the 215 is in 116 row number, so it says here 2116. Okay, if you want to clear this, you just click clear. Okay, all disappear. Okay, I'm gonna put it back to 15 again, then load record. See, it loaded again on the user form. That's how good this one is, right? And it's very easy for you to manage. You're completely managing the this maintenance tool, management tool. Okay, the reason why I have loaded it here in the user form, because I want to make changes. Okay, let's say for example this 215 excavator. Okay, excavator is, you know I want to move this to another project site. Okay, John Michael, the project site manager, requested this to be moved to another site. Let's say I move this to power plant. Okay, I move this to this equipment. I move this to power plant. I just click this power plant. Where's power plant? Here. All right. There you have it. Then the next thing you're gonna do is update record. Record updated successfully. And click OK. I'm gonna okay. If I don't need anything from this, I just clear this. Okay. On exit. Remember, remember this. Uh, I'm gonna move. I move this to power plant. Here you got it. Power plant. All right. Okay. I'm going back to the form. Okay. Again. I'm gonna upload the 215 because I forgot. Load record. I forgot to make changes. Okay, John Michael is not from. Okay, it's not from the power plant because John Michael. Remember John Michael? John Michael was from what was the previous? I forgot. Anyway, okay. Now this equipment was moved to power plant, so it's not John Michael anymore. Okay, let me exit. All right, go to the data sheet. Okay, under John Michael was water dam. Yeah, it was water dam before. Now it was moved to power plant, which is handled by Fort Drake. Okay, it was handled by Fort Drake. Now Let me go back to the, okay. And then I'm gonna click the 215, then load record. Okay, I'm gonna change this, of course. This one, Drake, right? It was John Michael for water dam, but this equipment now is under power plant, and the power plant is being managed by Ford Drake, the project manager. Okay. Okay, maybe Mike Smith is working in the water dam. So maybe, I don't know, maybe uh, Chris Johnson is working under the power plant. So I'm going to change that also. All right. Then update record. Okay. Okay. Remember our changes for Drake and Chris Johnson. Then exit. Okay. Manager is for Drake in the power plant, and the mechanic is Chris Johnson. They can anyway still on schedule, so still far away. So they can still they still have lots of time to prepare to you know to maintain this excavator, which is scheduled on the 24th of March. Okay, 24th of March. Okay, that's why it's much easier if you have a form that you can use. It comes in handy, and it's good for your management. The schedule will have lots of time doing something else, because the his management of the schedule will be done easily and quickly. So, okay, let's say for example, uh, okay, let me get another one, 216. Okay, this is in row number 117. Okay, I just load the record. Okay, see, it's 117, the row number. And this is the record 216 backhoe loader GCP3CX, which we have, you know. Now, okay, I want to delete. So I just delete the record here. Delete the record. Are you sure you want to delete this record? Confirm deletion. Yes, I'm sure. So I click yes. Record deleted successfully. See, where's the 216 under the 117 row number? Okay, it disappear, right? Disappear. So 216 disappear. Okay. I will also make this 215 disappear. Okay. And just clear it. Then put in 215, load record. Okay. Then update. See, 215 is still here. Then I'm gonna delete the record. Are you sure you wanna delete the record? Yes. Okay, it disappeared. Simple as that. Okay. All right. So just clear it. All are clear, then exit. Okay. It's a good thing about having a management tool that you can utilize for you to be able to manage the maintenance of the heavy equipment easily. All right. So now, developer Visual Basic. Okay. So here's the user form. Okay. View code. Okay. I'm not gonna explain one by one, because it will take us time. You know, just the button add, macro, the button clear macro, the unload me, which this is the closing of the, you know, and the other thing here. I got also the modules for rather macro in the module one, the calculation of the next due date. and updating of maintenance status macro, etc. Okay. Okay. So, all right. This is how the next due date. You know, you can actually use the macro here. You see the button under developer tab. Yeah, okay. You can actually run the macro. You just select which one you want to run. Update status, for example, you run it, then it will run. Okay, but that will take time. It's better to have a button for you to, for you to run the macro for the next due date, run the macro for update status, and then go to form the macro for the exit, delete record, update record, the VBA codes for the load record. Okay, okay. So, are you interested to this? Let me. Okay, just contact contact me in the description and we'll talk about it. Okay. Now for the PM checklist, I'm gonna explain to you the PM checklist. Um, okay, PM1, this is happening every day on a daily basis. Usually in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. It will take not more than 1 hour to do it anyway. So the thing that you're gonna, do it, you know, is the fluids and lubrications. This is in daily operation. This is all checking, checking, checking. So that's why it will not take more than 1 hour. Just a few minutes, probably 15, 20 minutes, then you're done. Okay. Check the engine oil, all in the under the fluid and lubrication. You just check all the fluid levels, engine oil, coolant, hydraulic fluid, transmission fluid, fuel level, and quality. Then also you have to check the filters and air intake. You have to check the battery and electrical system like battery charge and connections. Ensure terminals are tight and free of corrosion. You know, 3.2 lights and indicators. Check headlights, tail lights, warning lights, and signals. Horns and alarms are working good. Cooling and exhaust system, belts and hoses, tires, trucks, and undercarriage. The tires is for the wheel loader, for the trucks, bulldozer, backhoe, excavator. They're having trucks and undercarriage, right? Um, they don't have transmission actually. They got what you call final drive. The trucks and unlike the wheel loader, they got transmission, right? But the trucks, bulldozer, you know, backhoe, excavator, which are having trucks, a mechanical crane, which is having truck, they got what you call final drive, okay, that drives the trucks. Okay, hydraulic lifting components, brake steering. Okay, you can review this when you get this template. PM2, monthly, every month. Okay, these are the things that you're gonna check. All right, PM3, PM4, PM5. Okay, I think I've done all the explanation already for all this. So, okay. So I hope you like this management tool that we have for the heavy equipment, preventive maintenance, scheduling, and tracking system. And just contact me if you know, if you have some questions or you are interested in having this or different than this, depending actually on your needs, right? If you are working on fleet of, a complement of generating sets, fleet complement of vehicles, complement of heavy equipment, complement of whatever industrial plant machinery and equipment that you have, we can customize for you. Okay, I can customize for you for your needs. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video.